Rowan Atkinson created and portrayed the character of Mr. Bean, and it became a global icon. He's a master of silent misadventures, akin to Charlie Chaplin, and he's a character who captivates audiences worldwide with his quirky escapades. Since his television debut in 1990, Mr. Bean has broken through cultural and linguistic barriers, pulling viewers of all ages into his world of slapstick humor, eccentric behavior, and a comedy that speaks universally. Mr. Bean's character and humor centers around nonverbal storytelling. It's supposed to be universally relatable. Without relying on words, his physical action exaggerates expressions and speaks directly to viewers. It illustrates a mastery of body language and comedic facial expressions to amplify simple and mundane situations and turning them into comedy. His brand of slapstick humor makes for a visual gag in his narrative that is ultimately profoundly simple, and it invites viewers to see the absurdities in everyday life. His comedic scenes are in everyday settings, the dentist's office, exam rooms, or a quiet church service. Each setup grounds us in scenarios that we know very well, only to disrupt our expectations as Mr. Bean improvises solutions that are absurd as they are creative. He's usually faced with a problem, and his solutions often are unorthodox and subvert social norms, and it creates an unpredictable outcome. Mr. Bean embodies a childlike innocence paired with a relentless curiosity, and it often leads to misunderstandings that are both endearing and amusing. His charm is balanced by his frequent social blunders and moments of selfishness, like cutting in line or taking more than a share. These actions create a playful tension as Mr. Bean's behavior collides with social expectations, and it forces us to laugh at our own adherence to these conventions. We can see ourselves in Mr. Bean, his expressive face conveying a spectrum of emotions. It connects deeply to the character's internal struggles. One common theme in his comedy is the disregard for social etiquette, and this serves as a quiet critique of social rules. By either ignoring or comically misunderstanding protocols, he exposes the often arbitrary nature of social conventions. His actions highlight a sort of tug-of-war between individualism and social expectations, prompting us to consider ourselves, the balance between what we want and what society expects from us. Through this, he explores the human condition. Despite being surrounded by people, Mr. Bean often appears isolated, capturing the universal experience of loneliness amidst a crowd. His persistence, no matter how trivial his goal, reflects the resilience of the human spirit. In his bizarre situations filled with inexplicable challenges, he touches on the theme of existential absurdity in life, a concept that resonates far beyond comedy. An additional positive aspect of this existential theme is his simplicity and his approach to finding joy in the smallest pleasures in life. He makes do with what he has. He emphasizes ingenuity over acquisition, and he's a refreshing reminder of facing life in the face of existential dread. He reminds us that the lines between right and wrong are often blurred. His misdeeds rarely carry any significant repercussions, prompting viewers to question accountability and justice. When is a particular breaking of a norm or ethical action wrong, and who decides this? We see Mr. Bean capture these universal experiences, and the portrayal of such phenomenon like embarrassment, failure, and a desire to be accepted is palpable. He reminds us of the feeling and embodiment of being in society and facing the awkward struggles. He reminds us that we're not alone in our yearn for belonging. Even as he often rejects social norms, his attempts to fit in reveal a shared human quest for connection. Mr. Bean not only is a source of timeless and universal entertainment, but he offers a thoughtful commentary on life's absurdities and our universal quest for meaning, happiness, and a place in the world.